Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here again at ICP, seeing what's going on. It is pulling back as expected, working itself into this, this bull flag type of pattern. There's a decent chance we could see a breakout soon, so we're going to talk about that and just kind of generally understand where we're at with things here. Okay, so we got a lot of volume resistance above the price section, and we got to be respectful of that. But there's a few other factors I think that are important to recognize on smaller and larger time frames. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love to teach people to trade, however, and I've been trading for a very long time. I hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, jump on over to our Trading Academy community or Signals group, link down below for cryptocash.tech, or just jump into our Discord and get to know our community. We got a really cool group of folks here. Last but not least as well, congrats to our community members. Took some nice short profits there from storage yesterday in 1 hour. That is a short signal. I don't short very often, but when I do, I like to get in out quickly. We also got some shorts here in our day trading community. This is a Solana trade at 6%, and of course an ETH trade at 6%. So we were basically just hedging the longs with some shorts there on our day traders there. So again, that's the day trading bot that I created. It's available in our Premium Plus group. So let's talk about the daily here. Again, there's really not much to talk about. Just to preface, we're still bullish. We're still over all the standard indicators here. RSI, money flow index, everything's coming down, but it's very, very normal for it to come down. It's a natural thing when prices go sideways after an uptrend, okay? So this is not a massive deal. What we want to see hopefully happen is the price action bounce off of 70 on the RSI, kind of confirming this uptrend, okay? Because again, ideally another couple of days here, we get this price action to break out to the upside, and then we're off to the races, okay? So again, really cool stuff in that sense, but I think that at this point here, it might be safe to presume that the price action is going to continue lower until it doesn't, just because we are obviously massively overextended to the upside. Well, I can explain more about that here in the 4 hours, so let's talk about that here. So on the 4 hour time frame, to clarify, just going to start with these things here first. We can see MACD is still diverging. That's pretty common. Nothing here that's telling us it's going to turn around, okay? So if you want to just take it long right now, you're kind of shooting in the dark. But again, there's other things that might be contributing. So let's talk about that. We got RSI closer to 50, more room for downside potential, but also more likelihood to see the price action bounce off that level. We can also see stochastic swinging down for the second time, or basically, sorry, that's the first time here. So the first divergence is never as massive as the second. So if we do swing down a second time, we could effectively see that happen where the price action pulls back harder. Okay, now we are starting to plateau a little bit here. We're seeing some support at 937, 935 range, where the most recent low essentially held the price action in place, okay? We take a look at that. We take a look at Elliott Wave here based on the overall, larger big picture. We can summarize that this is essentially our wave number 4, and we have one more leg up, okay? Again, this has been the common narrative the entire time just based on how the chart has played out so far. Is that definitive? Is that an absolute 100% go long because that's going to happen? No. Elliott Wave gets invalidated all the time, but it is fairly likely that it's going to continue upwards at one point or another, whether it's now or perhaps a little bit later, okay? That said, though, for our time frame doesn't look, I'm not super convinced that it's worth taking a long position right now. We do take a look at the moving averages. We lost the 20-day SMA. That's also kind of a concerning factor there. Just generally speaking, Bitcoin being on the downtrend or kind of in this weird little situation at 42.6. If we don't close at 42.5 or higher for Bitcoin today, there might be more downside, and that could spell further downside for ICP. Okay, so again, you got to keep that in mind. You also got to recognize too, though, we have this nice pattern here forming. Stronger likelihood the price action is going to continue upwards from here based on this larger bull flag pattern. We actually saw the exact same thing happen with the 4 hour time frame. In fact, that's how we took our, like 95% in like 2 days trading on a 5x leverage trade, because we traded this pattern here. Very, very similar, right? Works itself into a descending type of channel and effectively breaks out to the upside. We're seeing a very, very large situation here where it's almost the exact same, only in a bigger scale, okay? So what does that all mean? Well, let's look at the hourly and kind of confirm a few things. This is where things kind of get tricky. In other words, we're below the cloud here still. So to me, I don't feel comfortable taking a long position just yet. I would feel more comfortable if we break out, just say hypothetically, this continues lower, right? And the price action does one of these. It goes like this here. Say we do that. My consideration for entry would be closer to this range than it would be right here. Even though it's a higher price point, it's still confirming we've broken above the cloud. Okay. Again, the cloud isn't like the only thing I used for confirmation, but at this point, I think it's a little premature to just jump right into a trade, and it would be best to kind of be careful and cautious and just treat it with respect. Okay. Again, we're below the cloud, conversion line's below the baseline. Lagging span's now free and clear of the price action. That's actually a sell signal at this point. Okay, we're getting a signal to want to take a short position. Okay, now me, it feels weird to take a short on a coin like this, especially at this point with how volatile this coin is. I wouldn't feel safe or secure doing that. That's just me personally. But once more, at this point, you tell me what your thoughts are. I'm kind of curious, actually. Comment below, let us know. Like the video if you could. Help us grow the channel. And before I let you go, I do want to recommend one thing. Phenomenal exchange, Bitunix. Be sure to use the link down below. They are a significantly beneficial exchange with no KYC, no VPN, trailing stop losses. You can have multiple profit targets. I have walkthroughs in my Discord if you're curious. I'm going to keep adding content here, of course. It's relatively new, but check that out in your own time. And obviously make sure that if you're considering a switch, that's the right way to go. Most of our members are coming over from BingX, having required VPN now. Basically just means KYC is on the horizon. All right, folks, reach out to me, direct message, whatever you'd like. Contact me if you have any questions. And again, I look forward to work with you. Hope this benefited you as well, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.